Hey YouTube, it's Any, aka the Knock Trader, back again with another video. As you can see, we're in a new scenery. This is a new room. This is the room you're going to be seeing from now on. No more orange background, so get used to it. Sorry about the light behind me. I'm going to make sure that that's not there next time I'm doing a video, but this was an impromptu video, so I haven't got the settings exactly how I like it. But anyway, let's get on to the video. You know what I'm going to ask you to do next. Like, subscribe and share this video and all my other videos. Pick of the week coming up now. Before I get into my pick of the week, remember I've got a mailing list now. I put the link in the description below. Join my mailing list so you can get all of my pick of the weeks and an update on all how I'm doing and all the stock trading, and update on all the new videos that I come up with before anyone else. Sometimes the alert button on YouTube doesn't alert everyone about new videos, so if you join my mailing list you'll get all the information first. Anyway, getting on to the pick of the week video. So last week was quite abysmal. It was really bad. Yeah, I picked two stocks. Well, I actually picked MU as my pick of the week. No, I'm picked next actually. Let me draw it out now. I picked next as my pick of the week, and based off of the motion that it was going, and I lost £105. It hit the stop loss. Yeah, it wasn't a great week for me. Going into the stock though, I can tell you why I lost that trade, and I learned, and I knew kind of as I got into the trade that I didn't follow my own rules again. It's kind of a recurring theme here. The times I lose out is the times where I don't actually follow the rules that I set for myself. So when it comes to next, let me just find it here. So next, so what I should have done, and what I've been telling everyone to do in these videos all the way through, is wait for confirmation. Now on the daily chart, I should have waited for it to break down to the downside of the 15-day exponential moving average, which is the purple line, consolidate, and then carry on going down. Now it broke out of it, but it didn't consolidate. It came up, came back down, came up again, so it was still flirting with the 15-day simple moving average. I needed something definitive before I should have taken action, so I took action prematurely, and it was a false breakout. So it came down for a little bit, but then it came back up again and it hit the stop loss. So I should have waited out and to see. I preempted it because I assumed that it was going to go down, but it actually didn't. So that was a mistake on my part, and some people actually identified that for me, so that's good. So people are starting to see things that I don't even see now. So in future hindsight, I need to let it break out of the 15-day exponential moving average, consolidate against it, and carry on going down. Yeah, so it hit the stop loss, lost £100, but move on. If you see my last video, I actually made a video midweek, technical report video. I might start doing this more often. So midweek, just recap analysis of the stocks. And once it hit my stop loss, once I knew that the trade wasn't going to go my way, I started looking at other trades to potentially go in. And the trade that I looked at was ASOS. Back to ASOS, one from a few weeks ago. And ASOS looks promising, to be honest. I actually did enter ASOS midweek. I entered around 3,000. If you look at my last, as I said, if you look at my last technical report video, I spoke about how I entered ASOS, just for those who saw that video, because I didn't want anyone telling me, oh, how comes you entered it and you didn't tell me. So yeah, keep an eye on the videos that I make midweek sometimes as well. So I entered ASOS, and this one was a bit more clear cut. As you can see, the last time we entered it, it was making an ascending channel pattern, and then it broke out of that, and now it's making a horizontal channel pattern, and it's been staying really pretty much true to this, and it's been getting a bit more aggressive. Can you see here? It climbed 355 pips in 2 days. In the last wave, it took about 8 days to climb that amount, so it's getting more aggressive. So what I think is going to happen, but as I said, you do not assume. Hope is not a plan. I entered around 3,000 because it broke out. It broke out above the 15-day exponential moving average, consolidated, and then started going up again. And the minute I saw it consolidate, I thought, okay, this is the entry point. So I entered here, and then also, as you can see, this orange line is forming here. That means the 180 days simple moving average is acting as a support. So this kind of corroborates this as well as the RSI and MACD all pointing upwards. So this was all good signs, and it was moving up aggressively. So right now it's still up. It's up 158 pounds. I put one pip, so I'm up 158 pounds on this trade, which is good. So I've kind of made back what I lost on my last week's trade straight away already. But I expect it to go all the way to the support. So that would be 364 pips within a couple of days. Hopefully, I'm sure it'll pull back on Monday because it's gone up quite a lot. I'm sure it'll pull back a little bit, but we'll carry on making new highs until it hits this point. Now, when this hits this point, we can't assume what's going to happen. It might retrace and go back down again to hit this support for one last time, or it might break out. But this is one I'm going to be watching because I have a sneaky suspicion that it will break out, but you can't assume. Yeah, so the reason why I think it's going to break out is because this move it's made here, it was way more aggressive than it did the last two times. So potentially this could just be like a triple bottom, and if it's a triple bottom, then it could be working its way up back to the 40 pound mark. And I said this a couple of weeks ago that it's gonna end up going back to 40 pounds. I don't know when, but it will. And I initially was naive enough to think that it was going to go straight up here, but here it's just kind of bounced around a bit. But now I think it's going to make a move to the 40 pound mark. If it breaks out this resistance and then consolidates, then that'll be another entry point. So what I'd be looking for is to exit my position here when it hits the resistance, and then wait for what the next move is going to be. Whether the next move would be to make its way back down to the support again, or to break out, come back down, treat the resistance as a support, and then carry on going up. In that case, I'd wait for it to come back down, treat the resistance as a support, enter here and set the stop loss just below it, and then let it ride up to 40 pounds. So that's what I'm watching out for. Yeah, ASOS, and as I said, I'm already in that trade, so just but that's another position I'm looking to take if it breaks out. I've set my alert here for 3366, but that's not my pick of the week because I entered that midweek. So I'm just letting you guys know there's potential for it to make some more money here, but you just have to be wary that your stop loss, your risk to reward may be a bit less favorable than mine because I entered it earlier, so I can set a stop loss pretty tight. While if you enter here, you might see some retracement on Monday. So if you do want to enter here, I'd say wait on Monday to see how much it retraces by, because you could get a more favorable position if you let it drop a little bit before it comes back up, because I do feel it's going to drop on Monday. The next one is BA. Now BAE, if you've been watching the news, you know that Boeing have been having a crazy time because of issues that they're having with their planes that have been landed, because their planes have been crashing, and I can't believe that US government knew about this and they allowed the planes to carry on flying. But that's capitalism for you. So anyway, BAE, they're another airline company, no relation to Boeing, they're competitor to them, but they're probably still affected by this inadvertently, but because they're not directly. As you can see here, I feel like ascending channel patterns forming, and all the signs that I need to see are here. It's you can see these two parallel lines here. It's dropped here, consolidated here on a double bottomed, climbed to new highs. This took about 25 days to go 63 pips. Here it's kind of done the same thing again. So as you can see, a pattern's forming. The only thing I'd be wary of is that the 180-day simple moving average is bending downwards, but I still think this has potential to go up. The RSI is oversold, but it's climbing. The MACD is in negative territory, but it's climbing up on the daily. And on the 4-hour chart, you can see that it's double bottomed, as I said before, and it's climbing. So what I'd wait for is just wait for it to maybe climb past this point. So it's double bottomed and climbed, so it's made that little W shape. But what I'd wait for is for it to climb past about here. So I'll set an alert here actually. if it oh, I've got too many alerts set. Hold on 1 second. Got way too many alerts. Either way, I'll set the alert later. 478. So I'd set an alert here, and I'll wait for it to break out of that. Once it breaks out of that, that would kind of be a signal for me that, okay, yeah, this is the time to get into this position. So this is what I'm watching. Right now I haven't got a pick of the week, but if it was close to anything, it would be this one. But it's dependent on it breaking out. If it breaks out of this 478 point and then comes back down again, then I'll enter and I'll set my stop loss maybe at 513, not all the way up, because it takes. So that would be. That'll be 36 pips, but I'll put because 36 pips, I'll probably put maybe 4 or 5 pips on this to actually make this worth my while. Yeah, so I'll just wait for it to break out of there. So I said BA is not my pick of the week. Well, it is, but it's just depending on it breaking out. If it breaks out, consolidates, then I'm gonna enter that trade. I'm currently in ASOS, and last week has not been great, but this week we're gonna make some money. ASOS is already recouping the losses that I made from last week. Once again, let me just show you my stock watch list. Show you my stock watch list. So so far I've added another column to my stock watch list just for easy. It's net. So since we started this year, if you followed all my trades and you only put £1 per pip on each trade, you'd be up £354, which is alright. It's not that bad. It's not going to change your life, but as I said, as we all know, spread betting is scalable. So if you put 10 points per pip, you'll win up £3,540. So yeah, so £354 is alright. It's quite reserved. I'm trading with these small amounts right now because it's more about the learning curve of understanding how I trade rather than what I'm making, and I want full transparency. It's not about the nominal fee, because once you get the strategy, you can scale it up as much as you want, but it's all about consistency. As you can see, I've had 2 reds so far out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 6. That one doesn't count because I didn't enter it, but that would have been a red. So yeah, as I said before, this watch list is available in the link in the description section below, and I keep it updated constantly, and it's a live doc, so you can read only view it. Yes, Any, aka the Not Trader, signing out.